Right. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm doing it. So I lied. So don't take this video too seriously. We're just having some fun. We're going to unbox some dolls, talk about some dolls, and maybe talk about some drama. So you don't have to take it seriously, but what you do have to do is press that like button, subscribe. So with that said, hello everyone and welcome to another video, and today I am going to be unboxing two of the new Bratz Scorchin dolls, specifically Chloe and Jade. Yes, I went for Jade. I thought about her for a little while and I'm just becoming really obsessed with her. I actually ordered these. They've been on Amazon UK for a little while and Chloe stayed in stock long enough, at least, for me to grab her and have like a quick delivery date. Whereas Jade, Sasha and Yasmin have been out of stock for a while. So when she came back in stock, I ordered her and it said that she wasn't going to be here until the end of August. And then suddenly last night I got a notification saying it had been dispatched and she was going to be here today. So she's here. So we're going to look at them and I'm really excited. I've said a million times on this channel already that I've been so excited about this line. I love everything about this line. I think it's really interesting that Bratz is kind of leaning into this aesthetic and idea. Like, this line is very like modern, futuristic and fashion. And I wouldn't necessarily say those are things that a line made for kids would really lean into. There's so many elements here which are just giving me like, it's retrofuturism, but in like a 90s retrofuturism. I feel like these kind of dolls would have been almost like the fashion prompt for a film, some sort of spies that are going to go kick some ass, that are going to go and steal some jewels, or I don't know, kick someone's butt. Yeah, there's just a lot of elements about this line that are really up my alley and make me think, is this really for kids? I mean, they're in toy shops, so I guess they are. So before we open them up, once again, as you may know, I am not really a fan of reviewing boxes. I want to look at the dolls, but Jade's box is quite beaten up and Chloe's isn't. So they basically say the same thing. They just have different colours and art. So let's have a little look at Chloe's box. So first of all, you've got Chloe's name on the top of the box and you've got this really cool artwork which kind of leans into the theme of this line. This line is like a futuristic motocross, bikers, Formula One, like kind of vibe. So these little dice at the top really lean into that and kind of give like, you know, dice that you've got in a car. You've also got at the bottom this really nice little artwork of Chloe on a motorbike. Then it says Bratz, and you've got these cherries just here. Then on the back, it says Bratz Scorchin. You've got a lovely bit of artwork of Chloe. And then at the bottom, it says, the Bratz are going full throttle with new looks that are all turbo, no brakes, and totally scorching. So yeah, that's the box. And I'm really excited to get both of these open. So I'm actually going to look at Jade first, just because I've had Chloe for a little while and I'm still really excited about her, but she came today and this makeup is giving, and I'm really excited about her and I want to open it up. So with all that said, I will be back once these girlies are open. You know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to film myself opening these boxes. I've already started. Jade is like half out, but I also just wanted to kind of take a moment to talk about like I'm not a drama channel. I'm not really into drama. I kind of let the things sail and pass me by. But I will say that everything that's gone on with the Clueless drop, I mean, Mean Girls as well, I guess that was a controversial drop too. But everything that went on with the Clueless drop was a little bit wild to me, especially what's come out in the last 24 hours, where listings for the Clueless dolls have appeared on Amazon UK and Australia and maybe in other places. And I just think it's a little bit shady that Bratz kind of like, as far as I'm aware from all the Instagram things that I've read, have made it very clear that it was a Bratz exclusive. So all of the international fans that were like, oh, this is too expensive, we can't afford the dolls, it's ridiculous. Some people have actually gone out of their way to buy from Bratz.com intentionally because they didn't think it was going to be anywhere else, which means that whoever has actually done that has bought it and spent a huge amount of money on postage for then there to be no real announcement that it's coming internationally, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong, guys, but there was no sort of announcement that that was even a possibility. And now it's happened, and there are people, I saw a Reddit thread of people just being like, I bought this doll from Australia, it cost me hundreds and hundreds of Australian dollars, and they could have just waited and got it on Australian Amazon and skipped all the hassle for that, which I think is just wild. And I think that obviously I feel like the Bratz drops for collector dolls have been like marred in controversy anyway, especially Mean Girls and how like they weren't available. But I just don't know why they handled it this way. Why couldn't they have just said something that it was coming later for international fans? If Bratz had just made some sort of announcement and said, hold on guys, this first drop is for America only, international releases are coming later, the people that felt the FOMO or wanted the dolls really, really bad and thought they would only be able to get them from Bratz.com wouldn't have bought them from Bratz.com, would have waited and saved themselves a lot of money, because those postage costs were high. I was thinking about getting Amber. I'm not sure if I'm going to get her now because I've only seen Clueless like maybe once in my entire life, but seeing her appear on Amazon, I mean, it's been tempting because I really like Amber, but if I'd bought her when she was in stock, I think the doll was £54 on Bratz.com. If I'd bought her and the shipping to England was £44, which almost doubles the cost. And I'm glad I didn't buy her, but this is kind of like punished the people that really wanted the dolls. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's completely backwards, because the people that really wanted them and was like, this is like a doll that I really care about and I don't care, I'm going to go for it anyway. The people who really wanted the dolls are the people that have been punished now. The international fans have been punished because MJ didn't make any sort of statement saying, hold on, we're going to do an international release through Amazon later. And I really think that they should have done that. And I think going forward, if we're going to continue with Bratz collector releases, the Bratz team on social media everywhere really just need to say these things, because so far there's been so much controversy around a lot of the Bratz releases that may not have even needed to be there. All it would have taken would have been for someone to like reply to a comment, or even just put on the caption of the Instagram post saying, this is a US exclusive drop, an international drop is coming later through Amazon, and all of this would have been avoided. And the fans that really wanted the dolls wouldn't have dished out so much more money than they needed to, because at the end of the day, regardless of the intention, it's going to feel like a punishment now, because the people that really wanted the doll, who were willing to pay all that money, are now out of pocket because they've spent more money than they actually needed to. Anyway, I'm like rabid for this Jade. I'm not well. Is she free? Why? How do you get them out? These are literally like, it's like an escape room. Ugh. She's free, finally. Okay, wait. Are we seeing this? Oh my, she is gelled. She is crunchy. She is a crunchy diva. Why is this line so good? In the words of Olivia Lux, Divalicious Diva. Right. Oh wait, maybe I should get Chloe out as well. Okay, right, these sunglasses are, in a word, unhinged. Red. I'm doing the most. Why is this making me want to get them all? Come on, Chloe, you've been in here for about 45 years. It's time to set you free. Loving him was blue like a... Wait, that's not the words. Loving him was... Wait. Losing him. I am not to be trusted with these. Burning red. Right, people, let Chloe go. Let Chloe go. I'm doing the most with the least, as always. Give me my doll. I'm getting hot just trying to get this open. What have I done? I've ripped it again. What is happening? I'm feeling like extra unhinged today. It might just be the fact that like I've decided to film out of the blue rather than like thinking about what I'm going to do. I also don't think it helps that I've been in my room testing my equipment for like an hour talking to myself, and that may have contributed to the fact that I may be coming across as unhinged. I'm covered in tea ties. Being covered in tea ties is like my resting state. I really hope my microphone is like doing its job. Right, I've set them both free. This is crunchy. These queens are crunchy and covered in hair gel. Right, I'm gonna do my artsy thing now and talk too in depth about something that really doesn't matter. But I love these little Bratz cans in the background. Like, I'm getting from this line futurism, commercialism, consumerism, capitalism, anything that begins with a C, really. What I'm getting from this line, and I'm being unhinged now, is just that, like, these girlies, let's just go on a journey with me. They are models in the future, and they are just modeling and selling everything and anything. They're selling cans, they're selling clothes, they're selling sunglasses, they're selling motorbikes. And that's kind of like the narrative that I've got for this line, is that there's just something very like futuristic, and I love it. So before we go into it, I just want to show you some of the basics for this doll. So first of all, she's got nice nylon hair, and all the dolls in this line have the UV head sculpt, which is a little bit bigger and it can interfere with the neck articulation a bit. And she's also on the standard Bratz body, so this only has a couple of points of articulation. Specifically, the neck can tilt, it can swivel, it can go back a little bit, it can go forward a little bit, and then the articulation is mainly in the shoulders, so they can move around, and then you've got bend and snap knees. So it's just basically a standard Bratz body, not the new articulated body. But this is a budget line, so it kind of makes sense that the articulation would be a little bit more limited. Anyway, with all that rambling out the way, it's time to talk about the girls. So first of all, I'm going to tell you about their accessories, and basically they've got them on their faces. So these are a budget line. They're meant to be lower cost. So obviously they're going to come with the outfit, and they just come with a pair of sunglasses, and they're pretty interesting actually. I'm going to keep referencing back to this idea of this like retro futurism, like fashion kind of vibe, but that is very much shown in these sunglasses. It's very, very futuristic. What more can I say? Moving on to their screenings. These two were the ones that really caught my eye the most, because I like edgy, I like fashion, and I really think these screenings are super, super interesting. They're very simple, but there is just something about them that kind of like elevates them past a standard budget line. I think as well with the aesthetic of this line, the makeup had to be severe, and these faces are very, very severe. Chloe's makeup to me was the original standout, just because with her makeup, she's got these very, very lovely like light brown eyebrows, but specifically on her face. So she's got this really light eyeshadow, but over the eyeshadow you can just faintly see these silver upper and lower lashes, and then she's just got one swoop, one like cat swoop at the end of her eye, which just makes this makeup really, really severe, really, really experimental, and really, really interesting. She's got these very, very bright blue eyes, which kind of match her outfit, and then her lips are just this very, very like pale tan kind of color. It's kind of got a bit of a pinky tinge, but it's very, very neutral. Moving on to her outfit, her version of this outfit is dark blue. Her color scheme is dark blue, black, and white, and I'm really, really enjoying it. She's got this really, really nice dark blue, white, and black motocross jacket, and it kind of like looks like it fastens over one side, which is why there's a little like lapel and a little silver button detail, which is really nice. Moving down to her skirt, once again, it is black, white, and blue, but this is a nice little mini skirt. And then finally, she's got these really, really nice shoes. Now, I think these are similar to the Kylie Jenner x Bratz shoes, but they're a little bit different, and I think they're a little, I like them more. She's got this really cute little lipstick for the heels, which matches her actual lipstick color. I love that, and I think it's really, really cool. Now, the thing about this entire line is that they all kind of have the same hairstyle, which I used to think was called a He-Man cut, but it's not. It's called a He-May cut. So basically, it's nice and long, but then at the sides, you can see it better on Chloe than you can Jade. You've got this like really short bit, which just kind of like cuts the hair and gives it a bit more dimension, because the fringe is a lot shorter than the length of the hair. Now her hair is gelled, like gelled. This is a helmet. This isn't hair. This is basically melted plastic on her head. Do you know what I mean? It kind of is anyway, but like it's very crunchy and crispy. And I'm gonna wash it out, but I really, really love her. Honestly, this makeup, the outfit, the idea of this line, I'm just really, really all in. And that's what I'm really kind of excited about at the moment, because so far we've seen 2 of the lines for this year that have kind of like lent very heavily into being high concept. Like, this isn't everyday fashion. This is like elevating it past fashion. Do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't wearable. This is like a concept, and I'm really, really living for her. And I put her sunglasses on her head, and she looks so, so good. And yeah, that's Chloe. I really, really love her. I just think she's so, so stunning. I mean, I'm not one to really redress my dolls or resell them very much, but I don't think I want to. I think she is planted firmly in this aesthetic of this line, and I'm at peace with that. I think some people would prefer a bit more versatility, but this line is very severe, very fashion, very futuristic, very like a bit out there, and I'm at peace with that. I like it when lines are very like hard coded. Like this is Scorchin Chloe. I'm not going to dress her up in like one of the going out outfits or whatever, because I mean, maybe it'll look great, but this is very hard coded. The makeup is very hard coded to this line, and I really like that. I like the fact that they've lent in so heavily. Now Jade is really giving for me. Her hair, for one. I mean, I guess we're going to start right at the top, because this is crunchy. This is a helmet of hair gel. Do you know what I mean? But it's an attractive crunchy head of hair gel, because it's this blend of like, it's like a navy blue and like a black color. It's kind of giving me Pretty and Punk Jade, and I love it. And her makeup, the thing that really drew me to her edgy makeup, I adore it. And it's the fact that she doesn't have any upper lashes. She's only got lower lashes that I really like. Her makeup is very simple, like all of this line. This really nice pale, like pinky / red eyeshadow. And then underneath is where basically all the detail is for this doll screening. You've got a lot of very long, dark eyelashes, and it looks so good. And then obviously at the end, she's got this nice little wing, which kind of like swoops right up. Then her lip color is this really nice red. I know we've had a lot of reds on Jade recently, a lot of red lips, but I think it looks great. So this Jade actually has an open mouth mold, so you can see her teeth in the middle. The thing that adds like a lot of dimension to her lips specifically is because she has some details. She has lip liner, but it's not all the way around. It's just on the top lip. And then she's got these pucker marks, which kind of like accentuate the bright red lip that she has on. So moving on to her outfit, her color scheme is very much sitting in the black, red, white, and silver kind of area. And her top is really cool. It's this like motocross style jacket in those colors, but you've got a couple of extra details, like along the arm, there's some printing that says Bratz, and then she's got a little badge on the front of the jacket, which says racing. And then moving down to her pants, I'm obsessed with these shorts. There's just something about like Jade's aesthetic which really like I feel like is coming out. I feel like this line really is Jade coded. There is something super edgy and super different about a lot of different things in this line, and she is one of the standouts. Like the other girls are wearing skirts, but she's got these like long shorts that have like a slit up the side, and she's got a little buckle detail and a little belt as well, and it just looks so good. I'm really loving her so far. And then finally, her boots are super simple. She's got these really nice black boots which have like a red fire detail up the side, and her lipstick heels of course match her lips, and she looks amazing. So now that I've talked about both Chloe and Jade, I think it's time to head to my final thoughts. Now, I really appreciate these dolls. I am living for the aesthetic, I'm living for the makeup, I'm living for the, it's very severe, it's very fierce, and I'm really here for it. And now that I've got these two, I'm kind of like, I'm halfway there, so maybe I'm gonna get the other two. As you can probably tell, I'm really into these dolls. I love the aesthetic. I love the severity and fierceness of the makeup. I love the futuristic vibe. I love the flashback to the future kind of vibe as well. These dolls are super strong to me, and they've kind of made me feel like I want to get the other two. Now, with Chloe, I think I'm going to wash her hair and leave it the way it is, but I'm starting to think that maybe there's something very gaga about this screening for Jade. I'm thinking that maybe she would look really good with bangs. So let's see if I pluck up the courage to actually do that. But I really think that she looks so good, and having them both in my hands, I think Jade is my favorite. I expected Chloe to kind of like be my favorite and stay my favorite because she was the one that I gravitated towards first, but after acclimating to the screening and then being like, yeah, she's the one, having her in my hands, she is my favorite of these two. But yeah, once again, this is a really strong line, and considering that only $14.99, I really don't think you can be steered wrong by just getting one of these dolls. And they're also on a budget body, which means that I'm definitely going to be carrying these girlies around and swinging their hair and just enjoying them. So yeah, I'm really happy with these two. I'm so in my Bratz era right now, and I'm just super excited to wash these girlies up, potentially have the courage to give Jade some bangs, and yeah, just enjoy these girlies. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know these dolls have been out for a little bit of a while, but I thought I would just make a video to just experiment with my new ring light, a new setup, and this microphone specifically. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.